Thanks to Ubisoft for providing me with access to this game, an early access look into the Division Resurgence. What's up guys, I'm Rafe, and today I got an early look at the Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence. This is a brand new mobile game by Ubisoft, which is based on the Division franchise, but I say based on, but the gameplay I'm going to show you guys today and what my review is, you're going to think this is just The Division, but on mobile. That's all it is. Let's go in. First and foremost, you create your character and basically do everything exactly the same as Division. I want you to see the main menu, which is similar to how the Division is, where your character is in the main menu, which is pretty dope. So let's go in.
Agent, this is Astrid Meyer, Acting Section Chief, Lower Manhattan. Welcome aboard. As you can see, the situation is fast going south. It now falls on us in the Division to prevent a total societal collapse. We're it, Agent.
To kick things off, I want to talk about my overall experience with the Division Resurgence, but before we dive into the gameplay, I need to address the elephant in the room. The footage you're seeing. The graphics and the frame rate look pretty rough here, but that is not an indication of the game itself. I recorded this on an older 9th generation iPad. When I play it on my iPhone 14 Pro, it runs beautifully. Your performance is going to rely heavily on the hardware that you're using. Also, just as a quick disclaimer, I haven't tested it and I cannot confirm how well or if it works on the PC Android emulators.
I'm Kelly. Good to see you.
With that out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. If you're a fan of The Division 1 and 2, you're going to feel right at home here. The core gameplay is exactly what you're used to, but Resurgence actually introduces some fantastic quality of life improvements. For example, there's a quick single button equip for higher tier loot that you pick up, a feature I honestly hope makes its way into The Division 3. And just like Division 2, you also get a special weapon to select, but here it functions a bit differently. It acts more like a special ability with a cooldown timer, similar to how your drones and other tech skills work. Now, I do have a major gripe, and that's playing this game with a controller. Navigating the menus is a huge hassle. I was using an Xbox controller, and logically the B button should take you back. Instead, most menus ignore that, forcing you to use that dragged out controller mouse cursor navigation that everyone hates. The controller aiming is another issue. By default, the aim acceleration feels off. I really wish it was tuned closer to how the Division 2 handles. I understand this is a mobile game and their primary focus was clearly on touchscreen controls, but I still wish the final controller experience was a lot more polished. Because I was playing in early access, I obviously couldn't matchmake with anyone on my server. However, the system is straightforward. For every single mission, the game gives you the choice to either run in solo or matchmake to find a team. Story-wise, this game takes place before the events of The Division 1, which means you get to cross paths with familiar characters like Agent Faye Lau. The cutscenes are surprisingly well done and feel totally on par with a mainline console game. Though, again, if you're playing on a low-end device like I am here, it degrades the quality and looks like a mobile game
I'm
from
Agent Faye
2010.
Lau, acting division commander in Midtown.
Once you finish the intro cutscenes with Agent Lau, you finally enter the open world. And that's when the full game really begins. You're greeted with a beautiful cinematic and great music. Even if my hardware isn't doing it justice in this footage.
It's heavy on my mind. Oh, we will weep for the world we leave behind. Who's gonna come to save us all this time?
Once you step out into that open world, it becomes completely clear that nothing was cut down. This is a full Division game, complete with classic open world events scattered around like hostage rescue and arms deal disruptions. But at the end of the day, this is a free-to-play mobile game, and it is a Ubisoft game. That means microtransactions are there, and there are plenty of them. Unlike a full-price $70 title, I'm not super bothered by this because the barrier to entry is free. But I'll be remiss if I didn't point it out to you guys. So yeah, I think Division Resurgence is pretty good, but if you're playing on here, it's basically playing like any other mobile game. But if you're playing on controller, like I said, it's a lot of problems that need to be fixed. But other than that, I really like the Division Resurgence. So, yeah, pick it up if you want to. There you go. Another one bites the dust. Alright, see you guys. Take care. Bye.